Say hi, Bran. This is our camp dog, Bran, hanging out here at Camp Grantham. I'm Cubmaster AJ. Over here is Scout Greg. We've got our Day 9 challenge here for March 31st. Today is a Tuesday, normal Scout night. Obviously, we're not meeting right now because of the lockdown. Now, we do have some studio lighting. So we found a light that probably gives a little bit of glare on our glasses, but you should be able to see us a lot better now. So yay for that. All right, real quick, we'll go through our 30-day challenge. Then we got just a little tidbit item to bring up, and then talk about Jamboree on the internet. So day 9 for Lions. Go for a family walk within your neighborhood. How can you respect nature while outside? So we're always trying to leave no trace. So Lions, go for a family walk and then respect nature while you're out there. Tigers, make a birdhouse out of household items. What birds can fit in your house? And you've probably already made a birdhouse at some point earlier in the year. So think about the things that you have around your house. You might have a milk carton if you get milk in paper. I guess you could probably use a gallon jug too. Either way, you have some options. So make a birdhouse and then see what birds can fit into it, and then get out into your backyard and see if the birds will start showing up, and you can keep an eye on it. Wolves, play a board game with your family and show good sportsmanship, which means you're not cheating, that you're being a good sport. Super important that you show good sportsmanship. So find a board game. We played Jenga last night. What did you think of Jenga?
It was fun.
Not quite the size of the one that we have at the pack that the Wolves put together for us, made out of 2x4s. We just have the regular size one that we used last night. So yeah, play a board game, Wolves. All right, Bears, with your family, create and practice fire and tornado emergency plans. So we don't necessarily get a lot of tornadoes here in Idaho, but we do get practically every other form of issues with Mother Nature. We do get microbursts, which is kind of like a tornado. I mean, it's a high wind event that really causes a lot of damage. So, but we don't have like tornado shelters for the most part. You see that more when you get over onto the other side of the Rockies a lot, towards like Colorado. So make sure you have your fire and tornado plan. Fire is a very real risk here in Middleton and the surrounding areas, both inside your house and wildland fire interacting with your house. So super scary stuff. You got to make sure that you have a plan and then practice it so that you know what to do in the event that you have an emergency. And it's much easier if you practice it, and then if something does happen, it goes into muscle memory and you don't really have to think about it. You just go and do. It kind of removes your ability to panic because you've already practiced it. All right, so Weebles and AOL, use clay to sculpt a simple form. And if you have Play-Doh, if you have Silly Putty, if you have that blue art tacky stuff that you use to hold posters up, find something that you can try to make a form out of it. And yeah, post a picture of it in the comments down below. We'd love to see it. All right, so coming up this weekend is Jamboree on the internet. We'll post a link for that in the description. So we missed out on Jamboree on the air last October, which is with ham radio, because of the rain that took place in October at Scout Skills. So we plan on having Scout Skills this weekend. We can't have it this weekend because of the lockdown, but Jamboree on the internet is taking place, where you can talk to people, other scouts and scout leaders from all over the world, and I think it's going to be super awesome. So I will try to jump on there with Scout Greg and see what we can do to try to interact with some other scouts. Now, Jamboree on the air, Jamboree on the internet is the largest scouting event in the world. It peaks out at the most number of participating scouts of any other event that the scouting movement does. So super awesome stuff. I did get one question from someone, like, why are you wearing this neckerchief with the little patch of plaid on it some days, and then some days you're wearing this one? Or see some folks, some scout leaders, where's the top? All right, so you got this one, which has the Troop 1 number on it, the Boy Scouts of America, and then the axe and the log. And then other days, I just see you wearing these wooden beads. And why do some people have more beads and others just have a couple? So let me start with the beads. These are the wood badge beads, and you earn these after you've completed the wood badge course, which is a 5-day course now that takes place up at Camp Morrison up in McCall. So it's either 5 days in June or it's 2 consecutive weekends in September. And it's an adult leadership course that's not just for scouting. So a lot of people say, I'm not going to go to Wood Badge unless I'm like a diehard scout leader. There's no reason for me to go. Well, I would say, yes, we want the diehard scout leaders, but really it's building up everybody else. I'd say about a quarter of the folks that participate in Wood Badge each year have no affiliation whatsoever with scouting. Their businesses, the places that they work for, send them up there because they know the value, and it's a fantastic program to help them build their leadership skills and their project management skills. It actually touches on about 25 different points, and we cram it into a 5-day classroom session where you actually camp for most of it. So if you're looking for some reason to escape the valley coming up here once everything kind of settles out, this will be a great opportunity to do that. So it's 2 parts. So you have your 5 days, which is either the 5 days in June or 2 weekends in September. And then you have 18 months after that to complete what's called the ticket, which is a set of 5 goals that align with your vision, values, and mission, vision, and mission. That you apply either within your scouting experience, at home, at work, in faith, anywhere within all those places altogether. And one of those has to be an item for diversity. So like mine, when I worked my Wood Badge ticket, my diversity item was we started doing outdoor pack meetings, and we invited LDS pack to come over to hang out with us for that. So we were getting a more diverse group together when we were doing that. So once you complete your Wood Badge ticket, then you get some beads. And you start out with 2. And then if you've participated as a staff member in a course, so I've staffed a couple times now, you get 3 beads. So you're on your 3rd bead. And then if you're a course director or the Scoutmaster for the course, then you get 4. And then there's some people that are much higher up within the Wood Badge hierarchy that have 5 and 6 beads. So like Lord Robert Baden-Powell, the founder of the scouting movement, he had 6 beads. And his beads are actually on display at Gilwell Park, which is where the first Wood Badge course took place in London, England. So that's the beads. They can be worn with the neckerchief, or they can be worn without. Summertime, I usually wear them without the neckerchief just because it's really warm. But yeah, that's what's up with the beads. The neckerchiefs, so this is the participant neckerchief, and this one is meant for whenever you're doing service. So like the staff members for the first 4 days when they're on a Wood Badge course teaching Wood Badge to participants, they're wearing this same one because they're providing service. It's not until you reach the final day that you see the staff members wearing the rose neckerchief with the tartan patch. This is the one that you earn once you've also completed your Wood Badge ticket. So you'll see people that wear this one. They've completed that set of 5 goals. And you also get a leather Turk's head knot neckerchief slide, which we call a woggle. So the paracord woggle that practically everybody in the pack has is based on that same knot that you get with this. So you get the neckerchief, the slide, the woggle, and the beads along with a really nice certificate. So that's Wood Badge in 2 minutes. I go into it much longer, but that's why you see people with different neckerchief colors and kind of what they resemble. So just like anything else in our uniform, it's all about nonverbal communication. It's where you've been, what you've accomplished, what you've earned. It's really easy to just go, hey, I see that person has that patch, therefore they did this. Just like this Cubmaster patch. Pretty easy to walk up and say, oh, that's the Cubmaster, or that person's been a Cubmaster at one point in time. Just like the back of my Jack shirt's got a ton of other patches on it. So anyways, Scout Greg, come on back. So Scout Greg has gotten Camp Dog, Bran, all bundled up there. So, all right. So again, day 9 challenge. We went ahead and got that posted for you guys. Jamboree on the internet's coming up this weekend. We'll get the link in the description, and then wood badge and neckerchiefs and slides and all the other fun stuff. So, have yourself a fantastic day. Stay well. We really miss you guys, and we're looking forward to being able to get back together once this whole thing passes. So, from Camp Grantham, I am Cubmaster AJ, and this is Scout Greg signing off.